Office Depot Viking is facing new marketing challenges due to harder competition in the market and certain changes in consumer behavior. This is why Office Depot Viking wants to make a projection of profits as well as to project potential changes in customer segments and customer base. The first thing they want to know is how profits will evolve from the second quarter of 2015 to the second quarter of 2016. So let's see what are those projections for the year. These are the profits for 2015. On the left, we have the level of profits. The first column is the whole of Europe, and the other ones represent the geography divisions. In each, you find the profits that each customer segment represent. In this case, the two that represent most profits are C and D, both for Europe and the regions. On the contrary, the A+ segments are performing badly. Let's move to the following year forecast of profits. The performance of customer segment A+ is not expected to be good. However, the performance of customer segment D will be positive for Europe and also for the UK and Ireland. The performance of segment C will be positive for three regions, the DACH, South and UK. Now let's take a look at the evolution of profits for the following years. As we can see in the graph, most of the customer segments are representing a decrease in profits. The most significant one is the drop experienced by customer segment C. On the other hand, the evolution in profits for customers A+ is positive, though with slight changes. We have also elaborated a forecast on the customer base. As we can see in the graph, for Europe as a whole and for each of the regions, the number of customers has decreased, being significant the drop experienced from 2016 to 2017. However, the decrease has not been that dramatic for the South and the Benelux regions.
As we can see, the evolution of the customer segmentation is alike for all segments. In total, the number increases to 1.8 million in 2016. After that, the graph falls significantly and the number of customers will stabilize at around 800,000. The segment with the highest amount of customers is C, and the lowest is D. The evolution of customers in the DACH region is similar to the situation in Europe. In 2016, there will be 600,000 customers. Later, it decreases. The region UK and Ireland includes the biggest amount of customers, almost 700,000 at its highest point. The South region grows in 2015 and 16, up to 300,000 customers. Like the others, it decreases afterwards. The smallest region is Benelux. It only represents 180,000 customers in 2016 and will stabilize at around 80,000 in the following years.
As we can see from this graph showing the various profitability ratios for different regions, we can see they have very similar trends. The slightly higher profitability though comes from the DACH region, followed by the UK and Ireland, which has a much higher profitability for D customers than other regions. This is probably because of a better allocation of its marketing spend and a greater response by D customers. As for the other regions, the trends are very similar. These include higher profitability for A+ customers, which declines as we descend to the other customer classes, resulting in a very low profitability for the D customer class. The region's profitability is still kept significantly high thanks to the new and reactivated customer profitability. As we can see from the table, we will be spending less and less on marketing through the years, but this is because we are actually losing customers. Ideally, we should stop marketing to those customer classes that give us little to no profit and redirection the funds to those who actually do and who we are actually managing to retain. In fact, as we can see from this table, although in 2016, customers C and D will represent about 23% of our profits, in 2017 they will represent only 2% of them. As the data worsens through the years, it is clear that it makes no sense for us to maintain these two segments.
If we solely consider our existing overall customer though, instead of including our new and reactive one, which will represent the majority of our customer base, we can actually see that C and D have a particularly important weight in our overall existing customer percentage. In fact, in 2019 they will represent 28% of our customers and 63% of our profit, which is 18% more than the other customer segments. We conclude that from the profitability standpoint of view, it is the best option for us to retain these two customer segments.
Created using Powtoon.